Hi everybody, I've had a huge response to my night eating disorder video where I shared my personal story and struggles. And since I've been able to help many of you with some of the tools that worked for me, I'm currently offering full coaching for night eating disorder using all of my own research as well as my health coach skills to help you find a better place. It's honestly an honor to support all of you who are struggling with something I understand so deeply. I know what it feels like to have nobody understand. But I also want to create more YouTube content for people who might not be able to afford coaching or who just want to find a little extra support online, because I remember when I was struggling looking online and I could not find anything positive. I could not find any real tools. I just found a lot of pages where people were talking about how horrible it was and how there was no way out. So there is a way out. Currently, I'm night eating disorder free. I occasionally, maybe once a month, once every 2 months, if I don't eat enough in the day or I've had too much coffee, I might have a bad night, and then I'll just go back to my protocol and I'll be free of it again. So I want to guide you through my top 5 tips today, and I'll be doing more of these videos with different topic areas on how to heal yourself from night eating disorder or night eating syndrome, whatever you want to call it. For those of you who don't know, night eating disorder or syndrome is basically when you eat most of your calories in the night, when you feel like you have this urgency to eat in the night that you can't control and you need to eat to go back to sleep. So 5 tips coming at you today. Number 1 is eat breakfast. So I know this is the last thing you want to do when you've eaten in the night and you wake up and you've got that funny tummy. But we need to change your habits. We need to change the pattern. So the big thing that differentiates night eating disorder from normal eating is that you're eating all of your calories at night. So we need to switch you into a regular eating pattern. We need to really change from the ground up. So you need to eat breakfast and have something that has ideally protein and fat in it to really balance your blood sugar and give you some nutrients, which brings me to number 2, and that's balance your blood sugar. So I want you to have 3 meals and 2 snacks every day, evenly spaced out. This makes a huge difference. Again, we're retraining your body to get into a normal pattern of eating. We're also retraining your brain to know that there's enough food coming in the day. So most people who struggle with this, it all started when there was a period of time where they weren't eating enough in the day. From people I spoke to, that comes from people who are former athletes, and were eating quite low calorie and then started waking up to eat. People with eating disorders like myself, I wasn't eating enough in the day, so I started waking up to eat. And then in some cases, it's depression and mental health issues, but we also struggle to nourish properly in the day when we're struggling with mental health. So there's a few key components and patterns happening here, but I want you to balance your blood sugar throughout the day. And that means even if you're having carbs in the day, so you're having a piece of toast, put some peanut butter on it. You're having some pasta, have some meat sauce, have some fiber in broccoli. Like all your meals, I want you to think about protein, fats, and fiber. So get lots of vegetables in, get lots of fiber-dense food. We want to keep that blood sugar level steady, not doing this. That's going to make a huge difference. Number 3 is minimize your stimulants. So I know a lot of us get by on that 3rd cup of coffee, Red Bull. We might have sugar, even like matcha, healthy caffeine sources. Whatever it is, any kind of stimulant, even alcohol, I want you to really limit. Personally, I had to cut out everything for many months, and I've been just able to slowly reintroduce. So now I make sure I have 1 cup of coffee, maybe 1 glass of wine, but really moderating it, again, so that I'm keeping my blood sugar stable, I'm keeping my cortisol stable. But you might need to do a bit of a reset and cut everything out and then add them back in and take it as feedback. How do I sleep now? How does this affect my mood? Go from there. Next one, number 4, this is really important. I want you to talk about it and I want you to write about it. So when we've created a hardwired pattern, it is so hard to break. So your animal brain, your reptilian brain, is the one who's just going and eating. What we need to do is to get your logical brain, your frontal cortex, to pause and go, hey, this is something I don't want to do. And it's going to take time because a lot of us, it's so primal and so instinctual to just go eat. So we need to do everything we can to create that pause, and that's creating as much awareness as possible. So I want you to talk to your loved ones about it. Again, tell them this is something you might not understand. I don't need you to understand, but I need to air it out. I need to take the shame away, and it is something that might be hard for you to talk about. So open up about that. Let them know this is something I don't want to be taken lightly. I've been struggling and I'm embarrassed, but I need to own this, and I'm working through it. So you're airing it out. You're also writing it out. Write about why you want to get rid of the habit, why it's no longer serving you, and really instill in your brain so that we can continuously create that pause when you get to the kitchen. So now I will still often wake up, 1:30 in the morning, and I'm like, and I pause. My brain wants to eat. I pause. I'm like, oh, I know too much. This doesn't serve me, and I know it. So I'll have a glass of water and I'll go back to bed. Last one is create a bedtime routine. So this needs to be a really sacred time for you. I want you to stop eating before bed. So 2 hours before bed, you stop eating. Maybe you have a bath with Epsom salts. Limit your blue light. If you do use blue light, use blue light glasses, but ideally 2 hours before bed, you're having a bath, you're having your calm magnesium before bed. This is really helpful. And then you're going to bed reading a book and going to sleep. Again, we need to totally restructure your lifestyle and your brain to support you through this. I hope this is super helpful. I'm offering free 15-minute coaching calls right now. You can email me at jillian@jillianyoung.com. That's Jillian with a G. I'll put that in the description box below. And yeah, free conversation, 15 minutes. Everyone is a little different, so I find that it is helpful to do a full coaching. I also offer email check-ins every morning with my coaching, so you're getting that full accountability and full support so that we're really reinstilling these new habits together. I'm wishing you guys all the best. I know how hard it is to be in the depths of this, but I'm here to help, and we'll keep sharing all the information I can.